Hey there, future artists. Just wanted to show you guys another cool trick, very similar to the last one that we did with the shaving cream print or marbleizing that we got to do on it. Except this is going to be a little bit different. You're not going to get to have as much control as you did with the shaving cream print. It's called fizzle paint, all right, or fizzle painting. So what's going to happen is you're going to mix two kind of ingredients on the paper, and it's going to create this really cool fizzle effect. And after that, you're going to get to see all this cool marbleizing colors, and let's see what we get to create. Some colors don't seem to turn out the way that you would think. That's why I say that. So we'll go ahead and go down low. We'll check it out. I'll show you all the ingredients. I'll show you what you need to do, and we'll see what turns out. All right, here we go. So here we have it. Here's our paper. Now the ingredients you are going to need are some white vinegar, baking soda, and food coloring. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and put out my colors first. I'm going to show you guys how to prepare those. Now normally they say require pipettes just so you can kind of drizzle the colors on top, but since I don't have pipettes here at home, I'm going to use straws. Okay. So first of all, go ahead and move this out of the way just a bit. We're going to go ahead and drop about a tablespoon of vinegar in each little cup. There's one. Two. And three. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop some food coloring, just about 3 drops. 2, 3. Oh, got an extra one. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Now, we'll go ahead and mix those up a little bit, set this off to the side, and now I'm going to start to prepare my paper. Actually, let's make it a little bit darker. 1, 2, 5 on each. Wrong color. 1, 2. Alrighty. Now the next step is going to be preparing our paper. So you're going to want to get your baking soda and drizzle some powder on the top. Very lightly drizzle it. You want to just kind of cover the top. You don't have to have too much, just want to cover the surface. In this case, I'm going to use some of these rocks that kind of broke up on my paper, or that fell on my paper, and break them up so I can get a little bit more. Alright, once you kind of lay some baking soda all over your paper, then we can have some fun with it. So, I didn't exactly research it why, but when the vinegar hits the baking soda, it's going to create a very cool effect. You'll see it start to kind of fizzle out. So I'm just going to drop a bunch of droplets all over them as best as I can. And again, you kind of have some control, but it's not as much as the other one, the shaving cream print that we did the last time. So there's a couple of yellow drops. Now we'll add some red ones. And if you can, dump some on by themselves. Maybe mix up some of the red with the yellow. As you can see, in some parts it creates a stronger fizzle than in others.
Now, you want to kind of drizzle it on with this little straw or a pipette, just so that way you don't get your paper too saturated with the water, or too wet, rather. If that happens, then it just takes longer for it to work out. All right, add a couple of more. And a little bit more. Now I only used blue, yellow, and red, but in some food coloring packets there's different colors, a variety of colors. If you guys have any other ones that you want to show, please, by all means, record what you have and show it to me. So this is what it looks like. As it starts to fizzle, you'll see some of the colors start to mix up. Some of them will stay strong in their own parts. Now what you're going to want to do is wait for it to completely dry, and then you're going to want to go ahead and scrape off some of the baking soda that you have on top. It'll still kind of leave it a little powdery, like on my other paper. You'll feel, you can hear the texture. It still leaves it a little bit powdery, but it creates a really, really cool effect. So let me just show you that really quickly, because I have another one that I had drying off. So just any kind of card. I have my AISD ID card, and you can go ahead and start to scrape off the top. All right, just be very careful. Make sure it is completely dry when you do so, because if not, you will tear your paper. All right. Also, I realized that if you leave it on there for too long, if it's too wet and you leave it on there for too long, it just all kind of soaks up together and it doesn't create some of the same effects that you have on the other one. So this one was soaked in too long. I tried pouring instead of dripping, and it just kind of let everything mix too much. So try not to drip too much water, let it dry off, and then you guys can scrape everything off, all right?
All right, guys, there you have it. Fizzle painting. Try it for yourself. See what kind of interesting colors you can create. If you want to, maybe play with it a little bit after you've kind of poured it on there, but for the most part, just sit back and let it react. Let it see what it does. All right? Show me what you got. Send me your work through Google Form or through the Blend app, however you would prefer. And keep creating, guys, and stay safe. Enjoy.